What's going on, everybody? It's John Davis with Laughlin Highlands Farm, coming to you on a cold Ohio morning from my mobile office, my truck. And I wanted to talk to you about something because I saw a post on, or actually a neighbor sent me a post on, I think it was Facebook Marketplace today, where somebody in our region, not really a neighbor, but somebody in our region was selling beef for $3.30 a pound. And not grass-fed beef, which it's all right, you do it, floats your boat. But he's feeding it grain, feeding these steers grain, so he has a way higher cost of goods sold than a grass-fed beef operation. And let me tell you, brothers and sisters, there's no way he's making money at $3.50 a pound or $3.30 a pound, whatever it was. Normally, what a good price for beef is, according to the USDA and local market conditions, is about $5.50 a pound. And even then, with the way the costs have gone lately, you're not making money at that. I mean, you're making some profit, but not a huge amount. None of us are getting rich selling steers. Most of the money right now in the steer market, or in the cow market, in the bovine market, if you will, is in selling cow calves to the larger operations that do feedlot feeding and that type of thing. That's where everybody's making their cash right now, because the herd sizes have been reduced due to a variety of factors. Anyway, I wanted to do this as kind of a PSA. My day job, I own a company that does industrial sales, if you will. So I help companies that make high-tech components for manufacturing sell those components to companies that build high-tech machines for manufacturing. Nothing that we sell is cheap, but people buy it because we're solving a problem, typically a problem of they need to go faster or they need to make more stuff in a given period of time, so a throughput problem. We're solving a problem where the juice is worth the squeeze for them to spend a little bit of extra money on the technology we sell so that they can, do things faster and make more money themselves. The reason that's important is because I've heard it referred to as a poverty mindset, especially with people in the agricultural business, where they're afraid to sell what they raise for what it's worth. Now, I don't know who this fella is that's selling this cow for, let's call it $3.50. I forget if it was $3.30 or $3.50. Doesn't matter, hill and beans. For $3.50 a pound. The area that we live in is not the most economically blessed area. Most rural areas are like that, unfortunately, in the United States. And I get it. He's probably saying, hey, I just want to break even and sell this animal. The people around here, I don't want to overcharge them and I don't want to gouge them. And brother, there's a few issues with that. For one, if you're not making money, you're not going to keep doing it, especially if you're grain feeding and you got to go down to the feed store or grow your own grain or whatever. Every time you buy a $50 sack of feed, that's coming straight out of your pocket. And at $3.30, I'm not even sure, or $3.50, I'm not even sure that you're covering what's coming out of your pocket. I'd be very careful about that. Put pen to paper. You're also saying that your time is worth absolutely nothing, which I don't care. Even if you do this for a hobby, everybody's time is worth something. And it is, you can pick easier ways to make money than raising cattle. And from firsthand experience, you really gotta love to do what you're doing, not only doing it for free, but giving away your time, which is what you're doing at $3.50 a pound, to go out there in the cold and sling grain or throw hay or do vet checks, all that stuff. It's a lot of work. So you're not gonna do what you're not making money at. And in this case, you're not even not making money, you're throwing money out the door, so that's not good. So that's an issue. The second issue is this misconception that you're saving people money. Yes, compared to other beef operations, you are saving people money, but it comes at the cost of being able to do it long term. Can you invest in your infrastructure at $3.50 a pound? Can you put a little bit of money in your pocket for if you get injured, you get sick, you get whatever, or your cows get sick, or you just want to fix a fence where you're not taking out of your personal savings that are related to the farm to do that? Can you do that at $3.50 a pound? If you have a clientele of customers that are used to paying $5.50 a pound and you're selling $3.50 a pound, they're going to dismiss your product. That's just simple sales psychology, because why is he 40% cheaper? What's he doing that's wrong? Why the quality must be less? It must be 40% less, and he's 40% cheaper, right? There's that side of it. And people buy what they, people spend money on what they expect to buy, if that makes sense. So if you're going after the crowd that doesn't, at $3.50 a pound, you're competing with the commodity beef market, which are the feedlot beef that you buy at the grocery store and everything else. People who want feedlot beef, they're going to go to the grocery store and buy it. And the amount of time that you're going to spend arguing with that person about you're $1 more per pound or $2 more per pound, honestly, is not worth it. Just fire that customer and find a customer that recognizes what you're doing and they value what you're doing, and sell to them for $5.50 a pound. And if you do it enough and you sell enough cattle, maybe you can quit the job you don't like and you can become a cattle rancher full time if that's really your passion. Anyway, I don't know who this fellow is. I don't want to lambaste him, but this mindset of I gotta either compete with the commodity market or I need to, I'm gouging people if I spend or if I charge them for what it's actually worth is kind of crazy. And to speak to that latter point, if you'd sit down with a spreadsheet or just a piece of paper and actually calculate in your time, even if you put yourself a minimum wage, if you calculate in your time, your feed bill, the animal cost, infrastructure, all of that, there's no way that you're breaking even at $3.50 a pound. You can't compete with the commodity market of Cargill and everybody else who's selling it. It just doesn't work that way. So, you're lying to yourself if you're saying you're breaking even. And that doesn't work out. So, we're in this to make money. It's a business. It's okay to make profit, people. It is okay to make profit. You're not gouging somebody if you're making, 30% profit, which is not that much, on selling a high quality beef that they can't buy anywhere else. You know how hard it is to raise a high quality beef. They're definitely not going to buy that from the grocery store. And if you believe in what you're doing, you should believe in being able to charge a higher price for it. So anyway, a little bit of a business PSA, just a quick video here on a Monday morning. But I think, I guess in closing, that there's this insane misconception, and maybe there's two misconceptions wrapped up into it. When you tell people, hey, especially if it's your full-time occupation, I'm a farmer. The first thing that people do is they always go, oh, that's cool, but, and the but, and I've seen this happen before, is they always feel bad for farmers because they think they're poor. And it didn't used to be that way. And I know a lot of ranchers and a lot of farmers who have figured out how to charge what they're worth, and they're definitely not poor, all right? So, we gotta change this, people. We need to grow our own food. And as Joel Salatin says, that $25 chicken, you're paying $25 for it because that's what it costs to raise it. And there is not anything wrong with that. And as farmers and ranchers, we've got to get out of this poverty mindset of, well, I don't deserve to make enough profit. I don't deserve to have a thriving business. I don't deserve to have a new truck that I can pay for in cash because my farm is so damn profitable. We've got to get out of that mindset, people. And we have to start standing up for ourselves and charging what our valuable time is worth. Because if we don't do it, we're going to go out of business. The small farms are going to go away, and they're already going away. We're going to accelerate the small farms going away. Everything's going to be owned by a corporation, and we're all going to be sick and be eating horrible beef because nobody will know what good beef tastes like anymore because all the farms are out of business. And your kids, lastly, and then I'll stop my rant here, your kids aren't stupid. They're not going to want to get involved in an enterprise that's not profitable. Their friends are going to go off and get involved in things, whether they go to college, they get a degree, or they go into the trades, and all of them are going to be making money doing something that is more profitable. Unless you set up your business where instead of people going, oh, that's cool, you're a farmer, but they go, wow, you're a farmer, man, you've got the best of both worlds. You own your own business, you have time freedom, and you're making money. That's great. Maybe my kids should be farmers. That's where we want to go. So if you want to save the country, stop charging $3.50 for your beef and charge the market rate. Anyway, John Davis, Laughlin Highlands Farm, just driving down the road, wanted to post this out there. Y'all have a great day. God bless. See you later.